Hey there, YouTube. Starchimp 4.6 here. I got a review slash showcase of the FLX Bandit I have for you guys here because I haven't really seen many reviews of this bike other than FLX posting their own little snippet videos themselves. I think there's only one review and unboxing that I've seen, and the YouTuber's name is MEGACHAD'S, so he's got that whole unboxing for you here. This is just going to be kind of a showcase slash my personal experience with this bike as being my first electric bike that I've had. And to be totally honest, I like this bike. It definitely has helped me save a lot of money on gas, especially with these high gas prices lately. As you can see, I get about 10 miles to the gallon with my Mustang, and I can't pay $80 at the pump every single week. So this bike has been a lifesaver in that regard. But other than that, let's get into it. So yeah, I like this bike. It's very fun. Throttle only. I've seen about 22 miles an hour at the top going down my street. And I don't really pedal it. Frankly, I think it's a bit uncomfortable to pedal with this seat. And the reason being, I mean, I don't really find myself needing to use the pedals with this bike. I feel like it's powerful enough with this battery. I have the 672 watt hour battery, mostly because that's the only option that came with the headlight that I got. I do eventually want to buy the 840 watt hour battery separately from FLX in the future. But for now, this has been a great battery. Usually lasts me about 3 days on a single charge. Driving about 3 miles. Well, not 3 miles. 3 miles to and from. So about 6 miles daily to work and back. Lasts me about 3 days, and that's perfect. You know, it does catch a lot of eyes. Mostly from my coworkers and on the street, because people think I'm riding a motorcycle on the sidewalk. Because the streets here in California are kind of huge, and I don't really like riding something that isn't able to go with the flow of traffic. Because speed limit right on the street where I am is 45 miles an hour, and 22. I'm going half their speed, so I don't really want to go on the street with this. Things I've done with it. So as you can see, probably the biggest thing that stands out is either the fenders or the handlebars. I'm going to talk about the handlebars first. So I wasn't a really big fan of the BMX style handlebars, especially since this is modeled after a motorcycle. I think a lot of people, the biggest trend for these bicycles lately is just the styling of a cafe racer, you know, with the Aerial Rider X class and all those. So the BMX handlebars I didn't really like, so I just went with these handlebars right here. They were off my old Schwinn bicycle that I've had forever. And I think they played the part perfectly. The clamp size was the same size for the handlebars, so it was able to fit the stem pretty easily. In terms of the stem, I do want to get one of those stems that are adjustable, so I can probably bring the handlebars up here, because I like it lower, but I'm not really a fan of it being this low. I want it to be a little bit higher, probably as high as where these cables are right here. Bring my handlebars up there. Other than that, In terms of when you change out your handlebars, one thing I did not know about when I was changing out these handlebars was, as you can see, I have a different throttle than what comes throttle and hand grips than what comes stock. That was a bit weird with those with that throttle, because the way it works is so there's a little plug anchor that they put inside the tube of the handlebar, and the way it works is there's a little Allen key screw in here that goes in to the handlebar, and it pulls along this little nut that opens up pedals inside the handlebar, and that's how it anchors the handle to the handlebars. And I didn't know it at the time. I just wanted to change out my handlebars, so I rushed into it a little bit, and I broke those pedals, and it was really hard to find a replacement so I could use the stock throttle. So I obviously had to buy a new throttle since I broke the little anchor that goes inside there. And to be honest, I think this throttle is way better than the throttle that they supply stock, mostly because it clamps on there with an Allen key. It clamps, and I think that's a way better system than sticking some doohickey inside the handlebar and the thing expanding. And it's hard for people who don't know that what they're doing. This seems more what's the word? It seems more foolproof, this type of throttle, in terms of switching out handlebars and putting it on different bikes and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend this throttle or these grips. I like these grips. They're ergonomic. They help keep me supported when I'm riding the bike and I'm leaning on the handlebars. But in terms of the throttle, I recommend these. I got them off Amazon. Also, when you're changing out your handlebars, be careful with the meter here. I broke the bracket that secures it onto the handlebar. So as you can see, I zip tied it on there, and it doesn't move now because of zip ties. But yeah, if you want yours to look flush, just be mindful of that. Personally, I haven't seen a lot of tutorials on the headlight. Yeah, especially when I first bought the bike with the light, I see nothing about how to use the headlight or how to install the headlight. So thankfully, when I did buy the Bandit, it already came with the headlight installed. But I'm just going to show you guys how to use it here real quick. So to turn on the bike, you press the switch right here on the battery. And then to turn on the actual display, you press this button right here, the M button, and that turns it on. And then to turn on the headlight, you press this button right here, the up button, and press and hold it, and then you'll see the light icon come on, and the light turns on. And it's got this cool little blue halo. It's pretty cool. And it also has a tail light. The tail light and the headlight, they're just constant. They don't really blink or brighten up when you brake. So do with that information as you will. But the same thing goes for turning off the headlight. You just hold the up button, it turns off. Another thing I did, so these fenders, I believe FLX, they need to make some fenders for this bike, because they have fender mounts already on the bike, but they don't sell fenders on their website. I got these off of Amazon. I tried to I found this one site on Amazon that had the same mounting holes right here. So right here, there's a mounting hole, and right here there's a mounting hole. And you just screw those in, and I found those on Amazon. I seen someone's posted a picture for whoever was selling it of those mounting holes, and that's why I bought these fenders specifically. They're made of aluminum. They're nice. They're really solid. They don't shake or move at all when you hit bumps. But it's the main reason why I bought these fenders. The front fender, I mean, mounting hole is pretty universal. I mean, most bikes have that mounting hole, so that fit perfectly. In terms of my top tube bag right here, this is just where I keep all my bike repair items, you know, patches, tire scoops, hand pump, whatever. It's also good for carrying my phone and wallet or whatever, so nothing falls out of my pockets while I'm riding. What else? In terms of a bike lock, I have a Kryptonite Keeper. I mean, it's a solid chain bike lock. Gets the job done. At the end of the day, someone who is really interested in stealing your bike, I mean, they could break through it, but it would take some effort. If you want the heaviest top of the line bike lock that there possibly is, there's the Kryptonite New York Forget About It chain lock or U-lock. Though that's really heavy duty. I've seen a video of where someone tried to cut it with a hydraulic bolt cutter and the thing exploded under almost 300 foot-pounds of pressure. I mean, if you're able to output that much force, if you're like a professional bodybuilder and you can squeeze bolt cutters that hard, I mean, I guess the Kryptonite Forget About It lock would break, but I mean, you'd have to be a really strong thief to break those. So, in my opinion, the Kryptonite New York Forget About It lock, that's always a good choice. The brakes are good. They're cable brakes, they're Tektros. I would like to upgrade to hydraulics eventually, but for now they're good. They stop. I mean, there's not really much I could say on brakes. They stop. So, in terms of future plans for this bike, I do want to get another seat. I'm gonna go to a upholsterer, see if they can make something for me. But other than that, 750 watts of power on that motor. It's a Bafang motor. A lot of these electric bikes like using Bafang for their motors. But my experience, I've had a very good experience with the FLX Bandit. It's a good bike for your money, I believe. So thank you for watching my video. I don't know what else there's possibly I could say about the bike. But yeah, this is my FLX Bandit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye.